Tommy Thompson, we of course remember, took a lot of credit for overhauling the state's welfare system and also introducing school choice throughout the state. Says he created thousands of jobs while governor, very well known in this state, and he touted himself as the most qualified and the most electable candidate of the group.
He's also held political office in this state for decades, serving in the state legislature, then serving as governor, and also then moving on to Washington, serving as Health and Human Services Secretary. But the only thing he hasn't done is served in the United States Senate, and now he has an opportunity for that, depending on the outcome of the election in November.
And he has often said that voting for him is a sign of trust and familiarity, like voting for one of your family. There he is, as Tommy Thompson gets before his supporters to speak to the public.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wisconsin is on a roll. Scott Walker, June 5th, the great governor, and his wonderful wife, Donette. June 5th, we took the state back, ladies and gentlemen. The governor just called me, and he says tomorrow morning we start organizing so that on November 6th we carry the state of Wisconsin. Coming down the steps, Congressman Paul Ryan called me and he said, we are taking the state back and we're going to take... And we are going to take our country back, ladies and gentlemen. USA is right, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start out by thanking J.B. Van Hollen. What an outstanding Attorney General. He and Jim Clauser. Jim Clauser is my wonderful political partner for years, and those two co-chaired my campaign, and I thank both of them extremely much, very much. And then there are three outstanding women from Waukesha County, led by the great Margaret Farrell. Jenny Marshman, and the energizing bunny, Candy Arch, who absolutely... And where's Tonette? Is Tonette here? She was upstairs. Well, I want to thank the Walkers. They have been so great, and the governor's doing such a wonderful job, and I thank all of them. I'm going to be mentioning my family in just a second, but first I got to just thank my wife Sue Ann, and thank her very. Sue Ann is not so excited about these political speeches. But I want to tell you, in this election, she was all over the state of Wisconsin, giving speeches, which she does not really like, and campaigning for me, and I love you dearly, and thank you. And to all of you, Kurt Gilo and Brian, I could go through this whole crowd and pick out people that have been so good to me and worked so hard in this campaign. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're not in this campaign for ourselves. People ask me, Tommy, why are you running? And I told them that there are 8 reasons, plus 3. My 3 children, Kelly and her husband, Tommy and Brian. Was Chris here? Chris is here. And Jason and Note Song. And 8 grandchildren, starting with Sophie, Ellie, and where's Maggie? Maggie, Jason, and Beaner, Julie, and then there is Eiley, and where's Hayden? And there's Hayden. I told everybody that would listen. We have always in America, ladies and gentlemen, promised our children and our grandchildren that we are going to give them a country that is stronger and freer, fairer, and safer with more options than what we had. We have always promised that. And for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I don't think we can fulfill that promise unless we take our country back. And these 8 grandchildren, my 3 children, your children, and grandchildren is the reason that I am putting 16 hours a day, shaking hands like I've never shaken before, working harder than every election except my first time for governor, because I love what we are doing and I believe in what we're doing. We are going to take America back. We are going to send Barack Obama. And we're sending him back to Chicago. And let him become a community organizer once again, a job he may be able to handle. And then, ladies and gentlemen, people doubted whether or not I had the stamina. So I had to do 50 push-ups. And I was going to come down here and do that tonight, but the results took a little bit longer. But this has become, Wisconsin has become the epicenter of political theory, innovation, and opportunity. With Scott Walker, our great congressman, senators, state legislators like Jeff Stone and Bobby Coles, who's here, but more importantly, Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan said it better than what I can. And he said, if you are a Republican and you're running on the Republican ticket this year, and if you get elected, you have a moral responsibility, ladies and gentlemen, to stand up, be counted, and solve the problems of America. No more postponement. No more delays. No more delays that are going to bankrupt this country. We are, ladies and gentlemen, proud Americans. Every single one of you are here tonight because you believe in America, you believe in the process, you believe in Wisconsin. We're taking our country back, and we are going to win in November, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I love this state. I love this state. I love every single one of you. And I believe so much in what we're going to accomplish. We're going to balance the budget. First, we're going to pass a budget. Something foreign to Harry Reid. But before we pass the budget and balance it, we've got to have a vote to retire Harry Reid. And that requires, ladies and gentlemen, that we become, in Wisconsin, a state that's going to elect Mitt Romney, Paul Ryan, and myself as the 51st senator from the state of Wisconsin to Washington, D.C. This has been a hard-fought campaign, and you all know it. And I couldn't have done it without the tremendous support and the volunteers, my campaign team who's here tonight, all of them. They worked so hard, and all of the volunteers, my heart, my thanks, my appreciation goes out to all of them. Every single one of them, thank you. My opponents were tough. This was not an easy election, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank the Speaker, Jeff Fitzgerald, who did an excellent job. Jeff Fitzgerald was a great competitor, a wonderful friend. I talked to him tonight, and what a class act. Mark Newman, who worked extremely hard, dedicated. He loves this country just like you and me. And I told that I was sorry that all of us could not have won. And Eric Hovde called me. And he said, go get him, Tommy. They all pledged their support. And I thank each and every one of them, because when it's all said and done, ladies and gentlemen, we are Republicans. And we believe in the future. We believe in these children and grandchildren, your children and grandchildren, and we're going to make this country the country that we always wanted it to be. Fiscally sound, capable of doing anything, bringing jobs back, opportunities back. And we're going to make America the best that it possibly can be. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to require a lot of work. We got 83 days left. We got 83 days left. And I need your help. I need every single one of you. I want you to drink a beer tonight, a Wisconsin beer. And I want you to help me win this state as a Republican, because if we win this state for Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan, there is no way that Barack Obama can get reelected. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a mission that we are all on, and we're going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to thank my Sikh brothers and sisters who are here, who worked very hard for me, the tragedy they went through, because when a tragedy hits America, we are proud Americans, but we come together. And we come together to pray with them and to tell them that is not the American way, and it's not the Wisconsin way. And they're here tonight to support me because they believe, just like you and me, in this great country, the idea that Paul Ryan talks about and we call America. And I am so proud of each and every one of you tonight. I love you, and I want to end up as my mother always taught me. Ladies and gentlemen, may the road always rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. And may the sun shine warm upon your forehead and the rains fall soft upon your field. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. God love the Republicans. God love every person in here. God love the state of Wisconsin. And God love the United States of America, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to win. We're going to do it. I thank you. God love you. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen.